the thingy. The include audio. No.
There we go.
Oh, don't do that to me, Taz. Anyway, hello guys, welcome to RF1 Division 2 at Belgium. We're 14 rounds into this championship. It's amazing that we're already 14 rounds through this championship. I am joined by RF1 Cornish Pasty. No. Oh, Lando. Oh dear. Anyway, obviously you've joined us in Q1, but obviously because
That's
no
a
one
terrible
was...
introduction for me.
Yep, RF1 Cornish Pasty. Because obviously we have 15 people have been in Q1 doing some practice laps. Now, during Q1, obviously off camera, Miguelino, who is formerly Fire Splash, crashed out at a Rouge, meaning that he will no longer partake in qualifying, and will start from the back in 15th place. So he's done well there. But looking at the timesheets, Loki is 1.1 seconds quicker than anyone. Just saying.
It's Loki, as most of us know, at least most of us here know, Loki is something else in the wet, a completely different guy. In the wet is so much quicker.
Well, unfortunately though, it looks like Q3 is going to be dry.
Yeah, Q3 is going to be dry,
and
but
the race
it's going to be
dry.
Yeah, the race is going to be dry. So I imagine most of these guys are going to be on dry setups, I assume.
You'd think. So maybe Loki's just on a quick flex to show how good he is when the rain comes. Obviously, just a quick flex.
Yeah, just a quick
flex.
Flex.
Any things we need to point out? Obviously, Jules has accidentally picked the Renault when he should be in the Mercedes. XR Lando is a guy from Division 1. We're testing him in Division 2 to see how he does faring up. And Miguelino will be in the AlphaTauri, but he will still score points for Haas, even though he's in the AlphaTauri. So, anyway, that is really to report. I think the big thing is the fact that no Nicholas and no Stuart.
Yes,
so
we're missing. We're missing about 5 or 6 regulars.
Quite a few big heavy hitters.
We would have, yeah. That's going to be once again game on Chalupa for his consistency to open up the championship fight. Obviously, his closest rival now is Alfie.
Breathing down his neck.
Has Dibot not woken up yet, has it?
No, he doesn't usually.
No,
so
he takes about 10 minutes.
I should have probably done it midway through Q2, but in hindsight, hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Where do I do it? Oh, there you go.
I mean, you can link it if you want, and then just remove DivBot when he ats everyone.
That's alright, I'll give him a little bit.
He does take a good 10 minutes, so
he does.
It'll probably be midway through Q2. Jules has now obtained a Swiss license. He's now under the Swiss nationality.
Really? He's changed from North Korean.
I don't know what's a good time around this track in the dry.
In the dry, I'm not
still
too sure
wet.
in the dry. I imagine at least in qualifying 42s, 43s.
Hi Chalupa. Any intel of what's going on with the group? Is there anything saying about what's going to happen? Is there any secret plans that are happening during the race or anything? Can you report? So it's a completely dry race, which will be interesting.
Well, it's around here, of course, unless you get damage. It is a simple one-stop tyre around here. Is not that bad. You can do soft, medium, relatively easily, and if you have to pit on lap 1, you can get the hards to go pretty much the whole way. So the tyre wear around here shouldn't be an issue. Fuel, I think fuel consumption around here is quite a lot, obviously being a very long track. Well, it's the longest on the calendar still, isn't it?
Oh yeah, by a mile. And the only track that comes close, I think, in terms of time is Singapore, but I don't think that's even the same in distance, because this is such a fast track. Anyway, hello Nicholas, how are you, friend? Why aren't you racing? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Why aren't you racing tonight, buddy? Obviously, you're seeing Chalupa. As we can see, it's still raining vaguely, but it might not even be now. But obviously, there are now.
It's gonna be interesting if
seems to be drying.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if it dries up by the end of the session. That will throw a spanner in the works. Because right now, if you look on the cars, on board a car, sorry, for example, Legend, it's not actually raining.
It's not, but there's a lot of spray. So I don't know why everyone's putting a lap in, really.
It just depends how quick the track dries.
12 viewers already, guys. Thank you so much for that. Obviously, we hit the big 20 bomb in as Ructions left the session. We hit the big 20 bomb at Hungary, which was a big achievement. Thank you so much, guys, for getting so much publicity to the club. It's really, for me and Tazonic, it means a lot, and I'm assuming from all the other admin team, it does mean a lot with a new league.
It means a lot to us that, I mean, the club's growing as quick as it is, and you guys are all watching and enjoying the racing as well. We can only be as good as everybody else is, and how everyone else enjoys it, which they seem to do, which just makes us as the admin team very, very happy. And yeah, we plan to carry on for a little while, at least quite some time, at least, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, yellow flags. I think it's just
Brando
slowing
bad.
down.
Alright.
Yeah.
Obviously,
so we've got a racing point. The first two cars.
35 followers as well, guys. Give us a follow. Almost at 50 already. The big 5-0.
Which is good.
Good Twitch affiliate. That's not taken too long at all.
Yep. No.
Anyway, who's first on the lap? Legend? I thought Ruction needs a invite. I'll get Ruction back in. Oh, Legend spinned it at
Legend spins it at Rouge in the crowd. I mean, that was more Radion.
The crowd does not react at all.
Right, someone, guys, find the meme of Legend saying, and Legend spins it at Rouge and the crowd goes wild.
The chat goes wild for Legend.
And the chat goes wild. Chat's gone wild. It wouldn't be a Legend. It wouldn't be Legend without him having a mistake at Rouge / Radion, actually. So anyway, it will be Apollo, his teammate, who's just behind him, who will be setting the first lap, hopefully, unless he makes a mistake. Yeah, he did it.
Legend's got no wing. He's
guys,
going to be pitting.
If you see you have the meme, guys, put it in the chat and at him. Make sure you at him. Obviously, without Stuart, Legend is doing a good job on his own hosting the lobby. Obviously, he's not got his brother next to him.
Brother.
Or his oh, hello. We got who's
UFO, if I'm honest, the track has dried up very quickly. There's very little spraking off these tyres now, so I'm reckoning we are not too far away from the dry tyre. So I don't know why these guys all jumped out on the inters. So
no, I don't.
Yeah.
Who's UFO 361 Judger? Oh, it's Fire Splash. Ah.
What are you on about?
I was gonna...
Oh, in the I see.
Oh, Apollo's nearly lost it.
Apollo, Jesus Christ.
Is that Blanchimont? That's Blanchimont. I think I know more tracks at corners at Spa than I do at Silverstone. Anyway, Apollo comes to the line now. I don't think this is going to be a blistering lap. A 56.7, obviously with that spin.
Big mistake, and of course it is. I believe now dry tyres are faster, definitely.
It is pretty much dry.
I don't know why all these guys jumped out, but...
No, looking at it really, I think there's some real big contenders. With Alfie and Chalupa probably being in a class of their own, unless someone else surprises us, it's going to be interesting to see who gets that final spot. Obviously, you've got Fire Splash, but he's starting 15th. You've got DRS is enabled. That is any confirmation to say that the track is dry. You've got Bonge as well, obviously. You've got Loki. There's a podium that's open for everyone. You've got P-Bents as well, who seems to be forever improving. P-Bents, since we saw him at the first race at Vietnam with him. But anyway, guys, so we've got 4 people going to be eliminated.
Bonge has nearly won. Bonge bins it at Eau Rouge, and if you look at his dot on the map, it is doing donuts, and he faces the right way.
Oh, I think Eau Rouge obviously is going to cause issues.
Well, it's not fully dry yet, is it? It's still kind of slick on the track. Well, P-Bents has gone round as well. These guys are all facing backwards today. Some
people are fitting the softs on now. P-Bents has gone at Blanchimont as Zombez goes by. What are the predictions here? I mean, we can't really say much until Q3 really. The predictions are usually after Q3, to be honest. Anyway, as P-Bents does enter the pits, has anyone else left the pits on softs yet? I don't think so.
No one yet.
I think I'm just thinking they're waiting for the tyres to be at optimal temperature, as I think Loki has left the pits. Yes, he has.
On softs.
The softs.
I think we should see most of these guys qualify on the softs. It's not too much of a disadvantage qualifying on the softs here.
Legend goes out in front of him. Hopefully he doesn't crash at Eau Rouge again. Here he comes through Eau Rouge, guys. Hold your breath. It's Legend. Can he hold it through Eau Rouge this time? And he does. But he invalidates, so he's a fraud. Fraud. 5-crown div bot JC Buckman.
English.
I've got a feeling he might be right there. I think he might be right there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who makes it in. I have a feeling like we're going to see a surprise top 3 today, for example. I mean, I know he didn't get a podium last week, but Green King had a incredible race last week and done the best he did. Even the whole chat was behind him as well. So,
well, mainly me, but who is Divbot? You don't even know. Basically, he's one of the bots we have in the Discord, and we all decided to call him Divbot. Basically. So anyway, obviously everyone is starting up their out lap. It will be Legend who starts the lap, obviously, unless he obviously invalidates.
Rocks on mediums, Legend on the softs.
On the mediums, and Jules is.
Jules softs, yeah.
Looking at the championship, I think Chalupa did extend his lead, didn't he, in the champ? No, Alfie gained 3 points on him, I believe. I think. Yeah, Alfie gained 3 points in Hungary, because Fire Splash won his first race, Alfie came second, and Chalupa came third. Chalupa's still got a healthy, I think, 22-point lead, I think, or something silly. So it's still open to play
still
for.
very,
With
very
Nicholas
close
making
at the
a
top.
no-show. With Nicholas making no-shows, this is going to blow the championship wide open, because Nicholas is not giving himself the opportunities to... There's only like 8 more races to go in this championship, as Legend goes very wide actually. But here we go, Legend for Eau Rouge. We're going to go to exterior camera.
Go on,
We're going to take
Legend.
He
can manage it in the dry, in the wet, in the dry he does.
He can, yeah.
Whoa.
It's fine.
So
anyway,
happy
down
for him.
the hanger straight.
Where Rux is, I think Loki's just behind Legend. He is, yep, going to the end of sector 1, and he does a 30.2. Nicholas says the Alfie is down to championship, and wait, the championship is down to Alfie and Chalupa. There'll have to be some more races in the future. You never know, Nicholas. The races you might turn up to, you might win them, and they might DNF.
And then Chalupa.
There's always
I think he is right though. I think the main two now are Chalupa and Alfie. Obviously, there's no Stewart here as well. I think Stewart possibly bows out of the championship as well, possibly. I think this it depends on how Alfie and Chalupa perform. If they both crash, which is very likely, as someone has crashed at Eau Rouge, I believe it is Nicholas's teammate, Mr. Tado.
On his outlap.
Yep. Anyway, we're gonna stay on board with Legend as he's been going round. He is down the back straight.
Oh, Ruction spins it. Who on?
Yep. In the racing point, soon to be the Aston Martin for the next game, but here he comes through the bus stop chicane. He will be coming through now. He's used all his ERS, by the way, so he won't have any ERS to power out to the final straight. But anyway, with the DRS open, what can he do? He sets the benchmark, and unsurprisingly, he goes fastest with a 1:43.1. Loki is just behind him as well, and he sets a 43.8. It's a bit disappointing, I have to say, from Loki. I thought it'd be quicker considering how fast
he might have made a
Ruction's
mistake on his lap.
Green King on the mediums.
Who's next on the hot lap? Green King.
Green King.
So.
Here he comes, number 19 in the Mercedes. Obviously got his best finish as Ruction just teleported in front of him. This isn't looking the sharpest of laps from Green King. Might be in the 45. No, I don't know. I forget how close the
thing
is. A 44.6.
What's the difference between the softs and the mediums around here?
I don't know. I
imagine it's quite big because it's such a long track. But
we're on board with Jules now on
wrong.
the mediums. Let's see what he can do. It's my style. What happened to Miguelino? In Q1, he joined the session trying to do a practice lap and crashed at Eau Rouge. So that is what happened. So he will be starting 15th for this race. Anyway, here comes Jules coming down the back straight, the pit straight. Sorry, I get my words out, and it's a 45.9.
P-Bent's next.
Not the best of laps from Jules. So it will be P-Bent's. P-Bent's is one of the rising stars, I have to say, in this.
Yeah,
championship.
exactly.
He's really risen up, and he backs that point up by going fastest far. Only just, so that was a good lap from Legend, considering he couldn't hardly ever get through a route.
Yeah,
but anyway,
style in chat. Yeah, I think Miguel, he literally joined a little bit late, left the pits, made what 2 turns, and then terminal damaged. So unfortunately for him, he's going to be starting dead last. So he didn't really get the chance to do anything. So we'll see what he can do from the back. Yeah, there he is. I've seen
Anyway, I
finer
think
moments,
the
if I'm
next
honest, but you never know.
yeah.
Alfie's won multiple times from being pretty much near the back, so
If it's my style, if you want to join our league as well, I'm sure one of the admins who are watching, because we've got 11 people watching, I'm sure one of them could give you a Discord link if you wanted to join our league as well. We race at 7 PM and 9 PM on Sundays. So obviously after this proceeding, this will be Division 1 at 9 PM. So if you want to try and get into more leagues, you're more than welcome. Anyway, Chalupa now, championship leader, has led the championship since China, I think. Since China,
he's been leading it for quite a while. Never by too much though. He's always only just been ahead, and he does go fastest.
And he obliterates P-Bentz's time.
Very good
although
lap,
the track is getting warmer, I think it's worth saying.
Zombez is invalidated, but he's going for another one.
I would connect my Fanatec with Xbox. Yeah, Maguila will be in the D1 race later on because as him and Lando are both, as him being a reserve driver as well, we want to test him to see where his pace is. As Rukshan has crashed at coming in the final sector, and he'll progress no further in the session as he has crashed. I don't know, we'll see on possibly Legends perspective, who also
Where did he
again
crash? Oh, on the exit of
is he out of fuel?
Whatever that corner that is called.
And he's done, yeah. Obviously only 2 minutes to go, so there's still some drivers who haven't set a lap, so Tado is still
I think Tado's got damage. I might be wrong, but it looks like he's got damage on his front left. No, he doesn't. Okay, I'm just not looking correctly. Zombez is on a lap as well. Yeah, it's just Tado and Zombez at the moment. Tado is 3 seconds up almost in Sector 1. We have 12 viewers, guys. Thank you very much. And Pog is here as well. Not those words. Hello, Pog. How are you doing? As we have Tado now going through the Sector 2 split. He's just got... I haven't done my qualifying lap.
You do it in Q3.
But yeah, I'll do that in Q3. I always jump on board with someone else every week, so I'll probably jump on board with... Might jump on board with Loki this time. I haven't done it with Loki yet.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good. All is well, Pog. Hope you're all good too. Hope your wheel is getting fixed. Slowly but surely. Yeah, here comes Tado. This is obviously going to be a big improvement. As he messes that corner up a little bit. Kind of misses the apex, but he is going to do 46.7, which does put him P8 provisionally, so it is in the top 10. Oh, Teddy's abandoned it. Teddy's crashed.
Teddy is out. Teddy
I
is
did
out.
not
He's
notice
obviously
that.
invalidated his lap. So Tado goes 8th quickest. Good on him, Tado.
Alfie goes fastest Sector 1. Stuart, Mr. Tado, ultimate speed.
Yep. So anyway,
who's going to be next on the lap? I think it's going to be Lando. Yes, it's going to be interesting with Lando to see how he does and how he compares with Division 2. Obviously, the new drivers that join have a free race grace period really to. We're putting division at the start, Division 1 or Division 2. And then their pace is sort of tested.
Fastest.
If they're not happy in Division 1 or Division 2, they can be moved up as like a test or not, and see where they fill in from there. It's sort of all just to level out the playing field and make it as fair as possible. But yeah, Lando wants to give D2 a try this week and goes second actually. 5 tenths off of Chalupa and 4 tenths off of Alfie, who slots himself into P2. Bonge will be next. Goes 6th. It's Mr. Tado. Oh, Mr. Tado's missed it actually. He's missed going for another lap. Yeah, that's
so Tado is in 12th.
Tado's out. Jules is now also out. So I think that's qualifying done already. Just Loki left now.
Yep. Loki can abandon his lap.
Where'd he go?
I don't know if he does.
8th, he didn't improve.
Anyway, so it looks like Chalupa nails the session and really obliterates. Well, I say obliterates. Him and Alfie are very close, which is very likely. And then there's a bit of a gap between Lando, P-Bence, and Legend.
Yeah, those.
Bonge is in 6th place.
Yep.
Yeah, Bonge is in 6th place. Then there is quite a gap to Zombez in the Red Bull. Then Loki, Apollo, and Green King got through on the mediums, guys.
Interesting.
So,
yeah.
Look out for Green King.
Green King's obviously going to be quicker in Q3 because it will be on the softs. But it's going to be
interesting to see.
Going for the alternate strategy, starting on the medium tyres. Obviously, the top 9 in front of him, I will be starting on the softs.
Teddy does seem to have issues with qualifying, I've noticed.
Yeah, Alfie's similar as well. He said in chat earlier he's not much of a qualifier, but he's a lot better in terms of race pace.
But anyway, here we go. Q3. Obviously, we've got 10 drivers. Obviously, we've got some big hitters missing, like Nicholas and Stewart as well. And obviously, Teddy is eliminated from the session. So there is quite an open spout for 3rd place, really. I think, put your predictions in. I'm going to say, who are you going to say? I'm going to say Chalupa Alfie. And I'm going to say P-Bence is going to get 3rd.
Yeah, I think it's going to be... I think Alfie's going to get P1. Lando will get P2. It's going to be a Haas 1-2, I believe. And I'll say Chalupa will get P3.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it around a little bit. As first out on the hot lap right now is Lando. As there are emotes everywhere in chat.
Anyway, the sun is shining.
Nicholas says Alfie, Chalupa, Lando. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, it's such a long track, so any small mistake you make is going to have such an effect, because it's one of those tracks where it's like Silverstone. It's very, very, very flowing, and if you mess up the flow on any of the corners or you make a mistake, then that could be multiple temps lost. So you really have to hook up a lap around here.
Are you going to do it on Loki, or are you going to do it? Are you going to do it on the first driver who gets?
I'm going to do it on Loki. I'm going to.
Okay.
Gonna do it.
I'll stick on Loki then.
With Loki. I believe last week I did it with Alfie.
Yes.
I don't think I've done it with Loki yet this season, so I'll do it with Loki.
No.
Brandon says Alfie, Chalupa, Fire Splash. Fire Splash is okay. That's everybody now is out on the track.
Unless there's a prediction. Unless there's a prediction for the race, that could be the prediction for the race, which is obviously a very different matter. So.
But I'll let you keep an eye on the guys' sectors. At least the guys in front of Loki.
Well, no, I need you to keep on board with Loki, can't you? Because obviously we can't see your perspective, can we?
Fair enough. Anyway,
because I'm stream.
Let's go. Loki, open to the DRS. Oh, I can probably get on the detail. Or not, the telemetry. There we go. It's into turn 1 down to 2nd gear. The really tight right-hander. And it revs up all the way through the gears to 8th gear for the Radion Eau Rouge complex. Very, very easy to spin here and invalidate. Obviously completely flat in these cars. Loki has a little slide going through it. Has to lift off a tiny little bit, but makes it through. Opens the DRS to go down the straight that I can't quite remember the name of. As he ends sector 1. That's it, and does a 30.0 again. You've got the right hander in 4th gear. Then the quick left as well, into another right. You can take a lot of that curb on the inside there. Puts it all up into 7th gear, then he wants to let off the power going into this corner. Locks up quite a bit. And for the long right. Into no name corner, I believe it's turn 8 or 9, which he takes quite beautifully, to be fair. And then he's going to come on to P1 here. You do not want to hit these curbs at P1 on that first apex and the second one. Long left-hander. And he's going to come down to the next section of fast sweeping corners. A long right. We'll keep as tight as you can to the apex for another long left. You can't run too wide there. Now he's got 2 more rights to handle. As he takes it one a little bit too wide on the apex, up into 6th gear and purple sector 2 with 15.0. and he's going to go down the back straight, which isn't actually straight, into Blanchimont. Obviously easily flat in these cars.
Very difficult in the wet though.
Yeah, very, very difficult in the wet. You don't want to hit that curb either. And he's going to come down to the bus, obviously crucial part of the lap really. You don't want to lose any time, as little time as possible here. Takes it quite well, to be fair. Puts up into third quite quickly and crosses the line with the DRS open and sets a 43.326.
Very respectable time.
To be
Chalupa's beaten that by a second.
Immediately beaten by a second.
Yep.
Zombies. Wow, Zombies. Nice lap.
As Alfie beats him.
Yeah.
Also, as well, this is where Alfie had a. Not Alfie, Nicholas had quite a famous...
Yes, yes.
Say famous, infamous, I think is the right way, an infamous crash on the last lap, last game. Was in Division...
He was
Division
winning
2
the...
F1 2019.
Yes.
He was leading the race, and at Blanchimont, the rain was coming down even more, and he spun and handed the win, I think, to Legacy at the time.
Yes, yeah, last season in Division 2 on... Last game in F1 2019 when we did this track was a very, very good race. It started to, I think it rained a lot, like 5 laps to go or something like that. And the top 6 were like separated by only like 5 or 6 seconds. It was extremely close.
Legends were close.
Everyone was making mistakes absolutely everywhere. And then unfortunately Nicholas lost it on the exit. I think it was Blanchimont, didn't he? He lost it on the exit off. In the rain, just took too much of that curb and lost the rear and spun into the wall. Didn't terminal damage, but it was enough to hand the win over to, his legend bins it as I'm watching him.
It was Legacy.
And yeah, handed the win over to Legacy.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Nicholas.
You're very welcome.
You're very welcome, Nicholas. I remember that race. It was my first race, and I binned it as well.
It was a great race
as well. I was leading the race and binned it. I think that was, you didn't commentate that one, I don't think. A legend nearly smashes it into the wall. Very close there. As
yeah, the pit entrance here is something.
Yeah, it is something is a good way of describing it. But I'm just thinking that was when we had Ed. We had Ed in Division 2. We had Raphael. We had Legacy, myself, and then there was like the rest of the people here, like Chalupa, Alfie, who formerly was called Bonnelly. If I remember.
Oh yeah, Bonnell.
But anyway,
yeah,
Bonnell.
Who was that again?
Bonnell. Alfie. Bonnell Duck.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah.
Pog says, I predict a rogue Belgian waffle to take out everyone but Bonge. No favouritism there at all. As Bonge actually hits the pit wall on the exit.
He does.
As that everyone is back in the
P-Vents
pits
is the
apart
only
from
one on the
P-Vents.
track.
Obviously P-Vents, one of those guys who is sort of there or thereabouts in every single race really, kind of hovering around the podium area. I think he's won yet, has he? Or was he completely butchers that exit into the start his lap? Yeah, P-Vents can get a podium today. Has he had a podium yet in with us in Division 2? Do you know of?
No, he hasn't yet.
He hasn't.
He's got podiums in F2, which we're still looking for a broadcaster, by the way, guys, for F2. We still haven't got one yet. F2
races, yeah, are great fun. They're really good. Action absolutely everywhere. It's just a shame we don't have a commentator for it at the moment, but we're trying our best to get one.
P-Vents is already invalidated.
Yeah. We've got Legend and Chalupa out on outlaps right now. We're still waiting for the Hasses to do hot laps yet.
Yeah.
They're leaving it for just one lap right at the end, which is going to be interesting because you can easily invalidate round here. Bond. And we're going to have Chalupa, I believe he's going to be first on the hot lap. 3 minutes 10 left on the clock. He might get
Alfie's still in the pits, by the way.
I think Chalupa's fueled himself up for 2 runs. Okay, no, he hasn't. He's diving into the pits now. Interesting.
He's going to have to get out quickly because obviously Alfie is set the fastest time of 42.2. There is quite a significant gap then between them two, and then
Bonge is not Bonge. Zombez has done a really good lap actually. I'm quite impressed with his lap.
Yeah.
Up in P4.
Obviously, yeah. Sorry. P-Vent started another lap. My brain just went blah. There. So at the moment, Green King is in 6th with Apollo in 7th. Loki is 5th. Zombez is 4th. Legend is 3rd. And the top 2, Alfie and Chalupa, top timesheets. P-Vent is on a hot lap as well. Is Legend through Eau Rouge, I believe.
Good luck to you,
Can P-Vent not invalidate this time, which he doesn't. I think that's Apollo in front of him. Yes, it is. So there's Legend in front of him. Can Legend improve? How has Legend got on? He is very similar to his time in
P-Vent's 29.0. 39.0, sorry. 30.0. Jesus Christ.
39.0, mate. I think P-Bench, you need to get better at the game, mate.
No, you're on Mega Sector 2.
This track is very. I think it's worth pointing out as well. As Legend has lost it somewhere.
Oh, yes, he's No Name.
Lost.
He's parked it at No Name. He's not actually got damage.
He's parked it there. He's obviously this is a track that's very easy to make a mistake, but also a track that's very easy to invalidate as well on qualifying laps.
Exactly.
Like there's Eau Rouge and Radion. There's turn
Zombez invalidates
as well. Turn 8. Oh, P-Benz has gone very deep actually into the right-left. Yellow flags in sector 2, but he's still on for a valid lap. Will he have to another stab at it? I don't know how much fuel he's got in that car. A 1:14.8 and now down this monster straight.
Yeah, I think P-Benz is going to be the only one to set a lap at the moment because Zombez and Legend are both obviously ruined their laps or invalidated them.
I have a feeling Chalupa might not get round.
You don't reckon?
No, I have a feeling he might have blown it. Anyway,
ooh, it's gonna be close.
Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. That is Alfie, I think, slowing down to let Loki by. But anyway, here comes P-Benz. What's he gonna do? 4th quickest, very close to Legend's time, and possibly he will do another lap. He seems to have enough ERS saved to do another lap, which is good.
There goes
anyway,
Apollo. Legend into the pits. Legend's in the pits. Legend's not doing another lap.
Legend's not improved, so he will start maximum 3rd
He'll
place.
be happy with that,
Very
though,
solid lap. Well, there's still Bonge and Lando to admit. Anyway, Apollo through Eau Rouge. Very interesting spectator.
P-Benz
anyway,
in sector 1 is 2 temps down.
I think he's probably knackered those softs. Anyway, Apollo is 2 temps down. I'm going to just go to Bonge and see what Bonge does. A 29.9.
Wow.
Good lap from Bonge.
Who's next? Loki. Loki, Lando, and Alfie are very, very close.
Hey, Brando.
Loki's 10.5 up. Alfie's purple sector 1.
Well, Chalupa will get a lap in, but obviously if they bin it, they've got no second chances here. So Bonge
Zombez
through blue on.
sector
As
1.
we've got yellow flags in sector 3, it is P-Benz.
Loki invalidates.
I think
Zombez purple sector 1 on for me.
Who?
Zombez.
I think Lando's thrown in the towel.
Yeah,
yep, Lando isn't going to get a lap in.
Lando's invalidated. Who's going to be next to do a lap? Apollo. Oh, Apollo's getting out of the way of Bonge. Very good from Apollo.
Bonge. I've been on board with him the entire lap. He has been fairly quick. I think this will put him on the 2nd row of the grid because Lando isn't going to improve. So I think it could be an improvement. Green King retires as well. Here comes Bonge through the bus stop.
Green King retired on the track. That's not... Can't do that in mid-qualifying.
Bonge is 3 temps off. A good effort from Bonge.
Good lap from Bonge as well.
Comes to the line. What can Alfie do? He is 2 temps up on his personal best.
It's going to be a 41.
Oh, we don't know. I don't think it is. It's a 41.9 for Alfie. But what can Chalupa respond?
Zombez
I think Chalupa's the only one now.
Absolutely nailed sector 1. Don't know what he did in sector 2. But he's got good pace around here, the Zombez, and he is going to improve by a 10th. Does not. Oh, he's 2 thousandths off of Legend.
Oh, so unlucky. But here comes Chalupa. Can he improve? I don't think he's improved a lot, but here he comes to the line.
Doesn't improve.
Nope. And Alfie gets another
Where's 5 round rankers? He's in D1. This is Division 2, my guy. Bonge says he'll do F2 comms if you want. If we want.
Yeah, I've just heard. Yeah, I've just seen.
Yeah, good lap, Bonge. Very good lap.
I mean, we can get in touch. So we'll sort that out. But anyway, we've put our advertisement. But anyway, Alfie tops the timesheets for Q3 and will be on pole position for the race. Chalupa 4 tenths off. That is a big margin between him and Alfie. Obviously, he's got the championship to think about, but Alfie is creeping up on him. Bonge, a good performance, putting him third on the grid. It's nice to see him and Chalupa close together. Legend with a great performance in 4th place. And then Zombez, another terrific performance, just about missing P4, only 0.02 of a second, and then only just behind him is P-Bence in 6th place, and I for an out of time.
Nicholas.
I think 7th was
Alfie P1 to P11. Yep, the reverse.
So guys, anyway, great lap. Yeah, well done, Bonge. Good lap. But anyway, here we go, guys.
15 viewers,
Obviously,
guys.
put your predictions in. We've got 15 viewers. Hopefully, we can hit the big 20 bomb. But I'm gonna just say now. Obviously, if you heard about the sad news yesterday, the legendary commentator Murray Walker passed away. So I think we should all spare our condolences if you would like to in the chat or say anything like that. But I think it's worth bringing up, as Murray Walker was probably a lot of influential commentators, possibly, and an inspiration for, say, myself, Taz, or other commentators. So I think it's worth.
Exactly. Yeah, Murray was one.
So I think
Murray one lap was a one of a kind of commentator, absolutely legendary. I grew up listening to him commentate on either touring cars or F1, so it's very sad to see him go.
So many memorable quotes. I think out of
he had a very good life. One lap of silence.
Yeah.
What lap?
The formation lap.
Formation lap. Okay.
I think out of respect, we'll do the formation lap in silence. I think.
Yep, I'm happy for that.
A respect. Yeah, just as a respect for Murray Walker, because he's such an inspiration. Probably the reason a lot of people do commentary. I mean, he's people look towards. If you want to look at commentators, you look towards Murray Walker, and obviously he will be missed by a lot of people in the F1 side, in the games, in the real life as well. It's obviously a very sad weekend to know that someone
exactly pole legend of the sport.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Anyway, for our respect, me and Taz will go silent and I will take the HUD off, so we just see the cars driving around the formation lap.
Yeah, it'll be about a 2-minute silence at least, due to how long the lap is, but it's completely fine.
Yeah. Obviously, it's good as well that we're doing it at such a historic track like Spa, as well, which is a track obviously Murray commentated a lot more. It's a track Murray commentated a lot. Obviously, the layout has changed, but it's not like we're at Russia or something, which is a track he definitely never commentated. But anyway, we're interested, but once the cars will set off, me and Taz will both be quiet, and that looks like it's about to happen, so we will do that now. Right, as the cars line up on the grid now, thank you guys for not talking about anything in the chat. We will get back to racing now. Obviously, I think that was a sign of respect towards Murray. Yep. But anyway, we're here to race at Spa.
Indeed, and we're going to get ourselves underway, aren't we? For 22 laps. It seems like a very short distance, but if you think about it, each lap is around 1 minute and 50. So it ends up being around about 45 minutes of a race.
But anyway, here we go. Hopefully we get some lights as we're on the line. Here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out.
There go. Hopefully they keep it clean.
Belgian Grand Prix.
Alfie retains the lead.
Keep it clean.
Chalupa dives into turn 1.
He sends it.
He does, Alfie.
And he gets the move done.
Oh, they're going to be going side by side into Eau Rouge. That's not safe. Legend's watching us. Oh. They almost
Legend knows what happened to Eau Rouge. Bond just had a really poor
start. Side by side, Rouge, they're both backing up. Legend's going to get the run here, going up into P1.
Legend's going to get a good run here. Legend might take the lead here. It's their side by side.
Legend's got nowhere to go.
Is he got nowhere to go? He might have done the inside.
Zombies is in fourth.
But it looks like Alfie and Chalupa are still side by side. Alfie hangs it around the inside, but
still goes side by
Chalupa refuses the yield. But Alfie retains the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. But this
P-Bench on Zombies.
P-Bench
got the undercut on Zombies. Zombies is battling for it.
Yeah, Legend is all over the back of Chalupa, it has to be said, as Zombies and P-Bench are side by side. Bond just had a horrific start. Bond is down to 11.
Yeah, Apollo as well had a terrible start.
Both from PGR, whoever it is, the PGR boys I'll call them. But Legend is all over the back
Miguel
of Chalupa.
Already
Legend
up to P10
is absolutely
and behind Jules, gets ahead of Jules for P9.
Yeah, he's up to 9th. Miguel
as they go side by side
into
Fire Splash. The long, nearly contact there. Jules does back out smartly.
Legend is on an absolute flyer here. Obviously, he's only had 1 podium so far at Vietnam, I believe.
Oh
in the
my
Vietnam.
God, Teddy!
Teddy's smashed it!
Teddy just flipped. Safety, and that's going to be a safety car. I watched that. Teddy lost the rear going around the that fast right-hander and clipped the wall on his rear end of his car, which sent him literally.
And that is Teddy
flying into the air.
Race. And we have got, record that I would, but anyway, Legend looked like he was all over the back of Chalupa. This could have been a saving grace. And Loki, both AlphaTauri's pit.
Yeah.
Both of the Alpha, are they going to the hards?
As does Ruction.
Did any of them pit? Okay, I think some of them are going to the hards to the end. I think the hards can actually go to the end.
They can go to the end,
this could be a master strategy call from AlphaTauri. It's obviously not going to benefit Miguel.
Loki,
obviously he knew that, obviously pitting, but Loki pits, and it's not too much of a hold-up, really, considering what this game can do at times, and Loki does.
What's happening? Okay, it's just the timings are all messed up a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah, the timing's all messed up. So currently, Lando is made up to 4th, by the way, who started in... No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
No, it's all messed. Yes,
they'll
I'm
sort
saying.
themselves out as they go through Sector 1. As soon as they all go through Sector 1, they'll be fine. Tado leads! Oh.
We had 5 people pitted, I think. Loki is on the hards, as is his teammate, and Ruction. They're all going to the end. Bonge, meanwhile, puts on the medium, so he's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, possibly. But anyway, that is an interesting start
Apollo
to this race. Obviously, Alfie and Chalupa were side by side, and obviously that gave Legend a good run. And if Legend had a bet, they not blocked the trap, but they like stopped Legend's momentum, and Legend could have possibly taken the lead of the race, really. But he was all over Chalupa, so possibly Legend and Chalupa could have a really good race here. But anyway, so obviously, and Bond just picked up a 3-second time penalty for a warning under the safety car. Now that is impressive, guys. So after that first lap incident, and with people on strategies, what are you expecting for the strategy calls now? Do you think the likes of Alfie is going to fall back now, or do you think, because Loki and Bonge have obviously picked?
I think Loki is going to have a really good shot here. He needs to keep out of trouble and keep up with the pack at least, or the big bulk of the pack, because he's now doesn't have to pit again, and the pit window around here is about 20
long one.
I think it's quite short actually, because I think it's about 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Sorry, it wasn't rude, Bonge.
Well, it's not rude, Bonge. You're on the mediums. You're going to have to do a 2-stop, I believe. So it's not rude.
I wouldn't tell him. He's listening.
Anyway, so I think surprise is how close Legend was to taking the lead. Really.
Yeah,
Legend
could have had that. Legend could have had the lead going into the end of Sector 1, but he sort of got blocked. He had nowhere to go.
Remember to submit them, Bonge. Yeah, exactly. But Zombez is up to 5th. Green King and Jules is
Just
up to
recorded, Bunch.
7th. Obviously, that is benefiting from a lot of people pitting. But anyway, behind the safety car now, that has blown this race wide open, really, because you've got to feel Loki and really Miguel, I'm going to call him now, as we get the predicted pit stop strategy, even though, so it's soft. To be fair, the game does recommend soft medium for people who are on fresh softs, I've noticed.
Yes.
So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how Legend does, actually. If Legend's got the pace, obviously, he did perform pretty well in qualifying, it has to be said. He was, where was he? 4th on the grid, and obviously had an excellent launch. I don't know what happened to Bonge, though, at the start. Was down to 11th by the middle of Sector 2. But anyway, obviously they're trying to keep heat in those tyres. Obviously Belgium is the usual track for high attrition, as Ruction has lost some ground. He's down to 13th somehow. Apollo has jumped him. Who is this guy? Dagons GH22. I apologise, I don't know who you are.
I think he was in last week's stream. Hello to you as well. Oh, we've got so many viewers at the moment.
Green King and Zombez have had an incident. They've collided under the safety car.
Oh, that's going to be. They're going to have to serve that in the pits. That's going to be
bad.
bad.
So that's yeah,
that's going to really hurt their race.
Yeah, that is a shame.
So all they need to do, they just need to clip it. I mean, there's not much we can really do about actually stop goes, can we?
No. Which possibly we need to sort out, but it's a bit of a nightmare.
It is a bit of a nightmare because you don't really.
I wish there was almost.
It's kind of hard to filter them
like,
back in, isn't it? If you just pick up the 5 second.
I wish there was almost like a steward's thing where basically you had someone in the lobby who acted as a steward and could appeal penalties that they disagreed with, but Cody's are not bright enough.
18 viewers, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, it is a historic track like Spa.
Exactly.
Obviously, it used to be a 5 Crowns home race, but obviously now he's moved to Zandvoort, so that's his home race.
Yeah,
now.
exactly right. There's not much you can do once you get 5 seconds. I mean, if they do submit it, and I think the best they can get is a warning or a addition to their race time.
Safety car is in this lap.
But on the spot, you can't do much. You have to serve it. You have to lose that time.
No, that's a shame for Green King Zombez. But mind you, if there's another safety car, it's not the end of the world.
No.
Which is a possibility, considering that Teddy's had a monster smash already at. It's very reminiscent, I think, of what 5 Crown did in the 100% race finale, like the last. Do you remember the last race we did in F1 2019? He absolutely twatted it into the wall. As a present. Anyway, we're going to be restarting this race.
They're
Alfie
quite
will
close
be
to the
leading
safety car. They've not really let it go.
No, but this will be interesting. So anyway, Alfie, will he let the safety car go? Obviously, he can't go, obviously.
Oh, he's not.
He can't
now he is.
go.
Oh, bad start for Alfie. Here comes
go.
Chalupa.
Yeah, really poor start from Alfie. Will Chalupa have a look as Alfie's got the engine glitch, so we'll just stay away from him. Ruction must have got some damage under the safety car anyway.
Oh,
here we
Chalupa's
go.
going to have a good run here.
Alfie leading from Chalupa. The slipstream is quite powerful at this track as well. So anyway, Chalupa through Eau Rouge. Will Legend have a...
Legend messes up. D-Bents is sniffing for an overtake. Zombez is right there as well.
I don't think Chalupa's going to have enough ground here. I think Alfie will just retain his pace. Obviously, with DRS not enabled.
Bonge.
Well, Bonge is on the mediums, as there's
yes, they're going as D1 race will be streamed as well. Just after this
Miguel.
one at 9 PM in about 50 minutes. And it'll be streamed by Loki and Legend.
Which person is this guy? As Bonge, Lando's made a mistake.
Lando's gone. Oh, Ruction's spun at Eau Rouge as well. Ruction.
Oh no, that's a big.
Yes, they're going on this channel.
Yep. We do also have a YouTube channel as well. It's just under Revolution F1 as well. But anyway, Alfie has pulled a bit of a gap.
Making our way into the social media finally after many seasons.
Yeah. Anyway, Chalupa has lost so much ground, and Legend is
right with him.
Flying. Legend is absolutely flying here. He is 4 tenths behind Chalupa. Chalupa seems to not have a rhythm here. And this is big for the championship, because if Chalupa finishes third, that's a 10-point gain on Alfie if Alfie wins the race as well. But anyway, it looks like the pack is all evenly spread out, really.
It's going to be about not getting penalties as well, because penalties around here are quite common. There's so many places to extend or cut. So I think the race is going to be very interesting. Oh, we need to keep an eye on Loki as well down there in P9. Obviously, does not have to pit again. His teammate Miguel is right there with him.
Anyway, Legend seems to have a decent launch through his infamous corner in Eau Rouge. He seems to have not spun yet, but anyway, he will. Well, it'll be interesting. He's just trying to. I think he's just trying to keep with him for now, just to make sure he's in DRS. As Miguel picks up a penalty
already, yeah, that's going to hurt him at the end of the race.
Missed the leg end. Anyway, he is all over the back of Apollo, and there is his teammate in Loki as well.
Loki's got Apollo behind him,
goes on the hards. Lando is in big trouble, really. The problem is with this track, if you make a mistake, usually you lose about 30 seconds just from wing damage. Really, but DRS will be enabled next lap, so possibly Legend could have a pop at Chalupa, and it looks like Alfie is absolutely flying.
Rux and Lando are going to need a safety car to catch back up again. Obviously, it's Spa. It is kind of likely you can get a safety car around here. Track does bite if you make one little mistake, so I have to wait and see.
Miguel is all over the back of Apollo, by the way. He is absolutely on the limit here, and they are very close to touching. Obviously, Loki is just ahead of him.
Oh, Green King crashes into the wall there.
I will point out the gap between Loki and Alfie is already 10 seconds.
Yeah, Alfie is flying.
So, Alfie is really on the limit, as Legend has lost quite a bit of ground because he's lost ground to P-Benz as well, and he's now nearly out of DRS range, and he just about hits it now, so he is going to be under heavy pressure from P-Benz as well, but Legend seems to be showing the fact that he's got some pace.
Loki. Oh, Bonge is on Jules. Into turn 1, Jules defends. Bonge is going to try and go rally outside of Jules. It doesn't happen.
But Jules does defend, but he goes with a cutback as we go down.
Does it really well as well, yeah. And gets it done.
Yeah, and uses overtake as well, but obviously with DRS, P-Benz is now all the way behind Legend as well. He will have DRS, and he's got plenty of overtake ERS to use on him. He's got Jules the DRS. He might have a look here. He might have a look. He goes alongside him, and he hangs his car there, but Legend defends fairly well and probably solidifies it unless P-Benz has a look at the inside, which
it's nearly 3 wide back here with the 2 Alpha Tauris and Apollo. Apollo actually makes the move stick.
Yeah, Apollo makes the move stick. The DRS is quite powerful, but Chalupa
he's looking to let his teammate go. That's the question. As Miguel's going to go for it. Alpha Tauris make contact.
Oh, he's sent it up the inside.
No damage.
He has sent no damage for either. Well,
very
I doubt
risky
it.
for the
Luckily,
team
they
there.
didn't spin. I'm just saying though as well, Chalupa must be breathing a bit of a relief because Legend was really giving him the pressure, but mistake from Legend he must have made, I think at Blanchimont. He lost a lot of ground, and that means that obviously Legend is probably more bothered about defending from P-Benz than he is catching Chalupa, but he knows he's got the pace as Apollo has picked up a penalty as Loki is...
We've got another 3-car train here, by the way, for P6. Green King in his favourite position.
Oh, Apollo nearly
with Jules and Bonge.
All on the mediums, by the way. Bonge is on the freshest. Is Miguel going to have a look down into...
Brackus is threatening to take out Miguel in D1.
As Chalupa's and Legend both picked. And Legend has gained a fair bit of ground on Chalupa, by the way. As there's yellow flags, it is Lando again. He has lost it at Pouon.
No, Bonge has made a mistake. Bonge has made a mistake in the into bus stop.
Both Hasses have made a huge mistake, and obviously, look at the gap. I just want to point out, look at the gap there is between.
Yeah, I know.
Where
it's huge.
Look where Chalupa and Legend are compared to Loki and Miguel. This is going to be hotting up for a race as Miguel nearly loses it to a Rouge, but Loki does. Loki does lose it into a Rouge.
Loki, no, it was all for him.
But he doesn't get any damage. He loses
control
of his car.
Bonge gets back ahead of him. Apollo and
Miguel does get past Apollo.
Jules and Green King as well are very, very close. Zombez as well, quite up to P-Benz. Zombez has got really good pace here. It's very, very good to see.
These two, by the way, are meant to be teammates because obviously Jules is not meant to be in the Renault, he's meant to be in the Mercedes.
I don't know if they know that.
Yeah, as Lando has picked up a monster penalty and Lando has retired.
Where did he bin it?
Hang on a minute.
He's binned it at bus stop. I'm going to jump aboard with Rux.
Hang on, that's a bit sus.
Of course, if that is a
that's not
deliberate retirement, then
not,
that is going to be a big penalty if someone clips that.
That's wrong, that. Where is he?
He's on he's at bus stop. He might have. We don't know what he'd done, but if of course we find out that is deliberate retirement and calls a safety car, that's going to be a big penalty.
The man got a 10-second time penalty there. The only way you get a 10-second time penalty is if you.
But obviously, this is actually blown into.
This is played into Alfie's hands.
This is blown into Miguel's hands as well. He's allowing him hard to go even longer. He might get the jump on Alfie here. It's going to be interesting.
Well, possibly, but that is a bit of a shame. Really, that mediums. He'll possibly go on the mediums. As Lando has left the session, I have to admit, I think there's something a bit sus there. I've got to be honest.
Well, we'll see. We will see, but for now we must move on and hope he didn't do it deliberately. I don't know, people from the hards putting on mediums, people from the mediums putting on hards, and the same with the guys on the softs as well. Only Green King is the only one that didn't pit. Yeah, only Green King did not pit, which is interesting.
Well, he is on the mediums.
I mean, yeah, but I would have pitted. Most definitely. Zombies, I think, is the big loser now. Look at Zombies, down in 11th. He was up in, was it 4th? 3rd, 4th? Oh, he had a 5-second penalty in the pits. That's why he lost all his time.
Yeah. So, Loki... Obviously, Alfie's got a...
Yeah, we're going to be waiting a while because Rux is absolutely nowhere near, and he's going back into the pits as well to... I don't know why he's going back in the pits, because those mediums can go to the end. Rux is doing the insane 7 stop here, or how many stop? This is 3. This is his 4th pit stop. As you look at penalties, Green King has a 5-second he has to serve in the pits. That's going to really hurt him, especially now the grid's all close and bunched up. Legend, Miguel, Apollo, Bonge, Tado, and Ruction all have a 3-second penalty each. Everyone is on the mediums or on the. Everyone's on the mediums or on the hards. Alfie's looking quite good.
Left the server, Lando left the server, by the way.
Oh well.
It was a blatant crash. I've just seen. I've spoken to some people and they said that he just cut the fucking bus stop and brought out intentional safety car, which I think is wrong. There's no need for that. I mean, he's a Lando fan. What do you expect?
As we've now got another lap of safety cars, we are waiting for Ruction, who is about a postcode behind. Still going through, only just started Sector 2. Bonge pits. These guys are pitting a lot under the safety car. I don't know why they're pitting so much.
I think Alfie's in a really good position here. So is P-Bent.
But Ruction put on the hards, even though he was on 1 lap old mediums, which would make it. He had no wing damage or anything, which is interesting. Bonge puts on the hards as well.
I think P-Bent might be in good shape. I think obviously Alfie got very lucky that the safety car came out.
Was he on the softs or the mediums, P-Bent? What did he start on? Must have been the softs, right?
P-Bent. Softs, yeah. The only two who started on the mediums were
That's a good
Jules
point.
and
P-Bent's
Green King.
quite a good position at the moment. He's going to be very quick on them. He's going to be a lot quicker than the 2 in front of him on the hards, he would have thought. And they can go to the end. Who else is in a good position? Miguel should have stayed out on the hards, in my opinion. I think he should have pitted. Zombies as well. Of course, he screwed over by that 5-second penalty. that him and Green got under safety car. Has Rux caught up yet? Not yet, but I think it will be in this lap, right?
Should be.
And then we'll be underway again for 12 laps.
Yeah, chat isn't very happy, I have to admit, with the second safety car being brought out,
Safety car
obviously.
in.
But anyway, safety car will be in this lap.
Hopefully the last
It
one
has
of that is exactly
massively-
what Ruxian needed to catch back up to the pack, because obviously, of course, he was miles behind.
Yep, so anyway, we will be restarting. Green King will lead the pack away. I don't get why he didn't pit, personally. Jules did the same thing in pit, and now he's 7th.
Yeah,
So,
and Green King was just ahead of Jules, so he would have been 6th. But you never know, there could be another safety car.
yeah, possibly, but
Oh,
it
yes.
has massively benefited Alfie.
Green King is
He would
so
have been
hot.
jumped.
Wow, that pack is very, very slow.
Yeah, there could be
As
some
Green King
collisions
is
here.
going to
He's
go
backing the pack up into
now.
the bus stop.
Oh, he doesn't
and
go
away.
yet. He's waiting for the line. Oh, this is going to be chaos. Loki gets a penalty. Big Will gets a penalty.
Oh no!
They all
oh,
expected
no.
They all expected him to go out the final corner. He never did. Oh, Loki! Chalupa hits Loki. Loki gets damage. Oh, it's
Oh,
chaos at
no.
the start. There's
there's a
Miguel
massive
crashes
smash.
and takes
It's
Zombies with
Miguel.
him.
He lost the rear and smashed into Zombies.
Oh no! Jules gets a penalty. Alfie and Green King are the only ones to get away scot-free. Loki has damage. Chalupa has damage. P-Benz has lost out. As Loki and Chalupa are going side by side. That was a very, very messy start. I think
Chalupa dives up Loki. I don't know who's got damage. I know Chalupa's got a
Chalupa and
broken
Loki have
front
damage,
right
I believe.
Plate. P-Bence.
Here comes
fine.
Legend on Jules. Oh, Legend!
Legend sends it up the
Jesus,
inside.
almost crashes into the back of
He
Loki.
sent it. Oh, he touches
Oh, and
the
loses
Jules
it
as
again.
well.
Spins across the track and
Apollo's
collects
lost it at Eau
Bonge.
Rouge, by the way. Apollo's lost at Eau Rouge. And is there another safety car? No, there's not.
Apollo's gone at Eau Rouge. Bonge has been taken out by a spinning Legend. Was it a spinning Legend? Oh, it's a spinning
I
Jules.
don't
It was
know.
a spinning Jules as Bonge is now
But
giving up
Bonge-
with life in the wall.
I don't blame him, but hopefully as Loki... Green King's all over the place. Oh my god.
Well, Green
Bonge is
King's dropped
disqualified
so
from the
much.
session.
Look at him. Bonge has been disqualified for
Which is
being part of the
probably a
dangerous
good thing,
station.
to
We've
be
got
fair.
20 viewers now that everything has hit the fan.
20 viewers as carnage has ensued. Alfie has got away with that scot-free.
So many guys have got
Chalupa's in
damage.
second.
Chalupa has damage. Loki has
Unbelievable
damage.
start.
Here comes Legend
How
on
can they not
Loki.
do a safety restart properly? I think ultimately it was down to
Legend on
Fogg,
Loki.
They all
Legend around the
expect-
outside
they
of
all
the bus
expected. They all expected Green King to
21
go, to be honest, and he
viewers.
just 21. That's a personal best.
Personal
obviously
best.
best number in the world.
Yeah, that was a
but
very, very
Apollo
messy
has-
start from these guys. I
As
think.
Green King's retired as well. I think he's broke.
Oh, he crashed
he's
into the
crashed
pit lane.
Into the safety car.
He crashed
and
into
he's
the
got to
pit
be
lane,
careful,
yeah.
Miguel has. That is. I did say this is a race of high attrition. That means Tado is in 8th.
He crashed into the pit lane. Virtual safety car.
That's a VSC.
Very
What
easy to do that.
absolute
So I've done that
carnage.
before, Green
We had-
King. I know what it's like.
So we had 3 DNFs in that
Like one lap.
carnage.
To be honest, that was a very, very, very messy safety car
Well,
restart. It wasn't Green King's fault,
ultimately,
I wouldn't say either, because Green King he never went after the final corner. He didn't have to
And
go.
everyone expected him to.
He didn't have to go, but everybody behind expected him to go at the final corner like you normally would, and he didn't. So everyone
And
just
we're back
piled in
racing,
the back, expecting it would.
Anyway,
expecting
what
that he went.
absolute carnage we've had here at Belgium. Obviously, we've had the carnage of Lando intentionally crashing and causing a safety car, and then absolute carnage ensued under the safety car. It benefited Alfie, the race leader, but mind you, I think a man who is in good shape for the victory is P-Bence. He is on the mediums.
I
has
think he got away with damage. I think Chalupa does have damage,
This is big for the championship.
and he needs
as
to
well.
get ahead of him. Yeah, Bonge. I know, mate. I know. It is unlucky. We've all had that happen before. You just
We've all
practice
had
and practice and
incidents,
practice, and you just get involved in an accident that happens all the time. I've had that so many times, and I know what it's like. But at the end of the day, all you got to do
nice
is keep on
feeling.
going, and eventually you will get that race that breakthrough race.
I mean, there was the possibility of points on the cards because I can't see everyone making the end of this race. But we've only got 10 people, guys. We only started with 15, mind. So everyone here will get points, including Tado. But the battle to look for now at the moment is Chalupa with P-Beds behind him and Legend behind him. Who will get the podium, really?
But yeah, just keep on fighting, Bonge. I know exactly what it's like.
Bonge.
You will get that. You will get that breakthrough race. Like, it was just pure unluckiness. Unfortunately, you were just there at the wrong time when Jules was spinning.
Yep, wrong moment.
Same
wrong time.
thing with Zombez. Zombez had the same thing with Miguel.
As P-Bents has a look. Oh, he taps Chalupa and has lost a lot of ground. He was
incoming Legend.
Yeah, I don't know what I've just read what Radka said. Yeah, it didn't. I don't know if he went, but Chalupa's run very wide. Obviously with the broken front end plate. Obviously, Loki's in 5th, by the way. So Rukshan's somehow
Loki has damage. That is why Loki is struggling right now.
Rukshan has recovered from doing 4 stops to get to 6th.
Well, you never give up.
This is
never give up.
That is a never give up attitude.
That's
from
why
Rukshan.
Anybody that just retires in the pits or something, you should never give up, because you never. Many races and many other leagues I've come from literally being at the back, having no penalties, to getting podiums just by not leaving the race. It's always worth staying to the end. Oh, it's not Rukshan wins it.
Rukshan's lost it.
Legend on P-Vents. Oh, Legend hits the curb.
P-Vents, Legend has hit the curb of Blanchimont.
P-Vents has to get past Alfie here and Chalupa here, because he's losing so much time to Alfie.
Yeah, I think so. Rukshan, unfortunately,
damage, Loki damage, Chalupa damage, Zombez and Miguel all had to pit. Jules spun and collected Bonge. Ring King retired in the pits. I think he got damage from it as well. Apollo crashed at Eau Rouge on the opening lap of that safety car. And Miguel spun on the exit of turn 1 and collected Zombez, much like the Bonge incident and Bonge and Jules incident. It's just absolute chaos happened that lap.
I will say, this could be interesting because I can see
penalty reports.
Legend could be on course. Legend could be on course for getting his P2 as Miguel sets the fastest lap of the race. Obviously, it's not gone the race everyone has planned. Obviously, the second safety car really caused a bit of an influx with the restart as well, but P-Bents is all over the back.
He needs to get past him, yeah. Like, he's lost so much time. He's got so much ERS, he needs to use it and just force the overtake. As Jules gets past his teammate Rukshan with severe front right
I don't think
damage.
it's that severe. It looks like a broken front right end plate, I have to admit. I did
That's going to be at
least
an orange wing.
Yeah, it was quite a heavy hit, to be honest.
Yeah, that race has gone. It's gone crazy. This race.
Yeah.
Only lap 13. We've got 9 laps of action to go. I think Division 1 is going to be late, if I'm honest. But it was P-Vents.
Oh, P-Vents.
Is he going to dive it?
Well, there's 9 laps to go, and it's about.
He hits the rear.
He taps him.
Legend is there. Legend hits P-Vents. P-Vents needs to make this move.
He just can't get. Chalupa, I have to give him credit. It's parking
Legend
the car perfectly on.
Oh, Legend takes out
Legend!
P-Vents. Legend dives in, causes P-Vents to get damage.
That was a bit naughty, Legend. And he gives the place back.
He does, I think he realises. Fair play.
That was good efficacy from Legend. Fair play, I'll give him that. I think if they want to, this could cost him, but I think at least he's given the position back. And I think as Tado is up to 7th, by the way, Mr. Tado is up to 7th.
Go on, Tado.
Can we get some dubs for Tado, by the way? Tado is kept out of trouble and is currently in 7th place.
I mean, there's still more trouble happening yet.
Now, Chalupa's got a bit of I think Alfie has got some breathing space now. I think Alfie will be fine for race victory. He got very lucky with the second safety car. And but P-Vents is still.
I don't know if P-Vents got damage
Chalupa.
or not. He might have got slight damage on his wing.
I can't see anything on his end plates. It was a heavy shunt. I think, if anything, Legend possibly might have more. No, Maybe, no, actually, maybe, no, it was more like that. But anyway, P-Benz has immediately caught up to Chalupa again. But Legend, I have to admit, I'm very impressed with Legend's pace. I have to admit, Legend has kept up with P-Benz. So there's a possibility that this could be the fight for second here. This is the battle, obviously, to look for. With only 10 people, there's not many battles at the moment, but Mr. Tado is in 7th. Yes, Stuart, obviously good mates with Tado. This would be, I think, a personal best for Tado in any league.
Oh, at the moment,
like
he's still got a while to go yet. He's being caught quickly by the guys behind. He just needs to hold his own. As everyone's got penalties now, apart from Alfie, P-Benz and Loki.
I feel gutted for Loki, man. I think Loki, if the second safety car didn't come out, I think he could have been on course for victory. Same with Magalino. I mean, Loki, in the grand scheme of things, has done well to recover to 5th, but he has got wing damage, and Jules could possibly get a position of 5th place. But anyway, here comes P-Benz. He just
not needs to overtake constantly.
Is he going to use his ERS? He's gaining quite a bit. Willie said, I don't think he's near enough. I think you've got to be within that sort of 5/10th, possibly 4/10th gap, as Legend has fallen back quite a bit. I think P-Benz is on a charge here.
As there is news, actually, Butler will love this. Macro is racing tonight.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh.
Finally, after 14 races, the reserve for Division 1 is able to make it.
Has he messaged you or?
I love your ecstatic voice then. Is he?
Hey, how do you know?
He's messaged me.
He's messaged you. Fair play to him. So Maka will be racing tonight at Belgium. Obviously, the previous Division 2 champion obviously had to bail from the season due to, I think it was college issues.
Uni.
But he's back. Yeah, uni issues.
As Legend, look at the gap. Alfie is a 10-second lead nearly. Oh, here comes Legend on P-Benz. Legend on P-Benz.
Oh, careful,
He's
Legend.
so close. P-Benz has got so much more ERS than Legend, though.
Legend is
going to
pushing
defend.
hard,
He does
though.
defend. Legend's going to try to round the outside into bus stop.
No.
Nope, not quite there.
It was
He's
an
pushing
ambitious
him
move,
around.
to be honest. Oh, but he's... Oh! But then this battle
Miguel
with
gets
Legend is
ahead of
causing... Ah, Miguel get... No, Tado! Anyway, P-Benz isn't close enough to Chalupa. Chalupa might hold on here, but still he's got that penalty, which I've got to check penalties
Legend
as well.
has a penalty too.
Both 3 seconds for Legend and Chalupa. Tado's picked up a 5-second time penalty, which he can appeal if he doesn't pit, remember.
P-Benz messed up Eau Rouge. He wasn't nowhere near close enough to Chalupa.
He's not been quick for Eau Rouge. Anyway, 7 laps to go. But, yeah, Alfie looks like he's going to drive to victory, and he will close the gap on Chalupa in the championship, and he is making a bit of a comeback. It will be his 4th win of the season,
Jules,
which I think gives him the most race wins of any driver this season. And Jules is catching Loki, but still the battle to look for. P-Benz seems to have the pace in all the sectors except Sector 1.
He's so close to Chalupa.
Is he going to send
Legend
it
is right there as well.
This is the battle to look for,
These
guys.
three,
Who do you
hopefully
think
keep
is
it
going to
clean.
come out on top of this?
Legend!
Who do you think is going to come out on top of this battle
Almost
here?
spins
Legend, Chalupa or P-Benz? I don't know. I'd like to think P-Benz, but the way he's driving through
He just needs to not get a penalty this P-Benz, and just stay with these two guys, because it's not going to get Alfie now, it's too late.
Legend's got the least amount of ERS, so I think Legend's just hanging on to these two. But P-Benz has really got a good run here. This could be it. He's got a good run. He's been closing in. He has a send around the outside of the bus stop. He's broken lane to Chalupa, and he goes.
He gets the move done. Is Chalupa going to get the cutback? He does.
Chalupa goes with the cutback, but
P-Benz
will have DRS.
Still
so
side by
P-Benz could
side.
have the inside line into turn 1.
Legend's going to see this.
And he gets,
he dives in on the inside of Chalupa.
Legend, you've got to be careful,
Wasn't
man.
really there. Wasn't a move there for him. But this now is of course going to allow Chalupa to get DRS off P-Benz. P-Benz obviously struggles at Eau Rouge.
And P-Benz is struggling through
Look
Eau
at
Rouge,
that.
and he does
lost so
again
much
here.
time.
He does. He's struggling through Eau Rouge, and now Chalupa will have the DRS.
He's going to get back past him
down
again.
the straight and obtains P2 back. I think if P-Benz is going to have to get him, he's going to have to take him through the hanger straight on the DRS, because Chalupa seems to have the momentum there. What's that?
What 5 said.
Oh no. Tado has been passed by Ruction.
Yep.
I think Jules and Loki are at almost a stalemate. Chalupa's gone very wide at Puam.
Oh! Nearly contact then. This battle's getting very intense. 5 laps to go.
Very good. I have to admit, very good reaction from P-Beds to see that Chalupa was going to slow there. He braked or lifted off to compensate for the gap.
Chalupa's doing very well though, despite having wing damage. He is holding these guys very fair. I know obviously his pace is a lot quicker than what he is, but
obviously with that wing damage, it's not easy. But here he goes. Here is P-Beds going to have another look. I think it's. Oh yeah. Chalupa, he had to lift off there. It was just the momentum at the wrong time.
P-Beds needs to wait for the back straight to get past Chalupa to not allow Chalupa to get back past again.
He's got to get him through a Rouge because he's got to have a good run through a Rouge. It's the only way he's going to really get Chalupa. Really, he's got to be within, in my opinion, I think he's got to be within 4 temps and have a good run, and that lead not extending. But Chalupa seems to have the launch out of the exit into Sector 1. Here he comes through a Rouge again. Again, he's just not got the pace for a Rouge to gain enough time to have a look up the inside. And he's not going to catch him this time, and Legend has fallen back, by the way. He's now out of the... He is our second now.
Legend, yeah, made a mistake.
Guys, do you think P-Vents will get past Chalupa? I don't think he will. I think his run into a Rouge is too poor.
This wasn't the top 3 we were... Well, it wasn't the top 3 we were going to be expecting, because... P-Vents is definitely going to get second now, as long as he holds it behind Chalupa.
I think we didn't do a prediction because of obviously the minute silence we had. Well, not the formation of silence we had for.
Yeah, I think we did a prediction for qualifying, not the race actually. So.
Yeah, and here we go. P-Vents is all over the back of him. Chalupa's slowly closing the door.
Legend's caught right back up.
Well, yeah, I think Chalupa is holding P-Vents up.
4 laps to go. P-Vents penalty.
Struggling, and he picks up a penalty. That is huge.
These 3 are so close to each other. Legend is all over the back of P-Vents. If he wants that
second place now, he's got to rely on either Chalupa getting a penalty or himself. And he's had a poor exit. Legend might have a look here. Both of them have drained their ERS compared.
Side by side, maybe? No.
Oh, Legend's on the grass. Here we go, through Blanchimont. Oh my god, they're ducking and diving and finding any way to get past. They look to the right.
Oh, P-Vents!
And P-Vents has lost it!
Well, good save for P-Vents. Really good save.
Did he make any damage? He didn't. He just see him shot across as Tado. No! Tado's made a mistake.
He messed up.
No, Tado!
They've all got third, fourth, and second, third, and fourth now all have the same amount of penalties. So it's going to just have to be a straight slugfest of a fight for who's going to get P2. Who's going to not end up on the podium here? Because I'm pretty sure P-Vents and Legend will be very happy to get a podium. Obviously, Chalupa is completely used to podiums, but he needs to maximise as many points as he's going to get with his championship rival being in first place.
Miguel's pit.
Going for a fastest lap, I imagine.
Again, though, I don't see the point of going for the fastest lap when you're losing points to Ruction. Personally, unless how many penalties has Ruction got? Ruction's got only 3 more seconds, so Miguel's got to find 3 seconds. Pretty much.
Oh, Legend hits the curb of death at P1.
Legend's hit the curb. He's in the wall.
He hits the curb of death, and Legend. That is Legend out of the podium chances.
Legend, and that is his chance of a podium gone.
Yep. Did he get damage? He did. So now is he going to hold his damage better than Loki is? Because Loki is being caught by Jules. So now these 3 are going to be very close at the end. Zombies gets past Tado for P9. We still have 3 laps to go. We've got Alfie all the way up the front, all on his own. 92% ERS.
He hasn't been really pushing. He hasn't been pushed.
He hasn't been pushed, exactly.
Yeah, anyway, will P-Vents get past Chalupa? I don't think he will, personally, because...
Yeah, Loki is catching Legend. And Jules has caught Loki, nearly.
Yeah,
so I think this is going to be...
Well,
Loki's got no penalties, to be fair, so...
This has been an interesting race in terms of what's happened-wise.
Exactly.
But I don't think it matches the drama that we had at Austria.
And despite there only being 10 cars, it has still been a very good race.
Yeah, and this is the battle we've got to look for It is Chalupa versus P-Benz. P-Benz isn't close enough. He's got to nail Eau Rouge to give himself a chance, but he's not done it this lap. He'll have 2 more shots at it. 2 more rolls. The thing is, although he could send it into the last corner, because we all know he is very strong in the last corner, to be fair.
Yeah, he just suffers in sector 1, unfortunately. He's not very confident at Eau Rouge, as Loki has got that gap down to Legend to 1.2 seconds.
And with the penalty, Loki will obtain 4th place, which will be his personal best since his return at France.
Exactly. It could have been higher if he didn't get damaged. I don't know what happened, but I think he was pushed into someone. I think the person who I feel the most for today is Zombez. I really do, because he qualified best qualifying in the season. He was fighting up there right with P-Benz, like very similar pace to P-Benz and Legend. And then, unfortunately, had that 5-second penalty that he had to serve in the pits after contact with Green King. I'm not too sure whose fault that was. And then he gets taken out at the safety car restart, just completely in the wrong place at the wrong time with Miguel, which unfortunately that just completely ruined him, and he's never been able to get back since. So I feel very sorry for Zombez. But he still will get points out of it. It's not a complete loss, but.
P-Benz is all over the back of...
Yeah, P-Benz has caught Chalupa. Loki and Jules are now in the DRS for each other and behind Legend. And Miguel's almost caught Ruxton.
P-Benz, no, that was a better Eau Rouge, to be fair to him, so he might be I just don't think he's close enough. Like, he's not gaining enough time even with the DRS. Chalupa's got 35% more ERS, so I think Chalupa's gone very deep though. Chalupa has
Miguel
gone
with the fastest lap
deep.
point. Oh, P-Benz. Oh, he's going to go for it here. Is he going to go for it? No.
Oh, this is unbelievably close. We're after 21 laps left. There is still a battle between, for an actual position that hasn't been caused, well, it has been caused by a crash. Chalupa sold the championship leader, trying to really get those as many points as he can for his championship. But anyway, he's got P-Benz breathing down his neck. Yeah, he's done very well.
Jules all over the back of Loki all over the back of Legend as well. These three are going to have a massive fight at the last lap.
Oh, Chalupa's on the grass.
Raticus, wow, Jules about to finish a race.
Yeah, will P-Benz smell blood? Guys, you've got pretty much 1 lap to predict it. Will P-Benz get past Chalupa? I think he might have a pop into the last corner. Yellow flag sector 2, I don't know who that is.
That is Rux.
Ruxian made a mistake. Chalupa is putting his car in the perfect places.
It's going to be do or die. Here comes Loki. No, backs out. As we're now on the last lap. Alfie, all on his own, although not really been on him much this race. But he's done a terrific job. Comfortably dominates and wins this race for pretty much likes to finish. P-Benz is a lot closer this time.
P-Benz is closer than I've seen him, to be fair, but he hasn't got enough ERS
to attack with. Loki, however, well, none of these three have any ERS behind us. Loki's now catching up to Legend. Legend defends. Here comes Loki around the outside of the battle of the dead front wings. Jumping forward with Jules. Loki gets it.
And he gets the move done, and he gets that 4th place, which possibly could have been a podium if the second safety car came out. Now, Alfie is entering the final sector now.
Legend
but the
hits
battle
Loki.
to look for
Jules hits Legend.
Oh, it's pinball.
It is pinball.
Oh, P-Benz has nearly lost it through Pouon. This is going to be so close. Do you think he'll send it through?
He's got to if he wants it. Oh, look, Jules on Legend on the inside of Pouon.
Oh my God.
Jesus, that was close.
I think P-Benz might have blown his chances there. He was all over the place.
Jules hits Legend. Jules well out of shape, hits Legend. Legend gets away with it. Jules unfortunately has lost his shot to get P5.
Is, will P-Benz have a dive? But Alfie comes around to win the Belgian Grand Prix. A great drive from Alfie, but we've got to look back at P-Benz, and P-Benz has blown his chance to get second place.
He's still though his first podium in RF1.
His first podium, but it could have been more. It is a terrific
Jules is going to finish a race.
And Jules is going to finish in 6th place. Loki's going to get 4th. And Legend, who possibly could have got 2nd place as well if he positioned his car well, comes home in 5th. Jules takes...
Miguel's going to get fastest lap point in 7th place.
Miguel's going to get 7th, and he will get driver of the day from the game. But I feel like he could have got a lot more of a position. He will get the fastest lap points as well. Obviously, this is practice as well for what he can do in Division...
Division 1.
What do you call it? Division 1. Obviously, he will be doing the race.
With his, how many stops did he have?
Oh, I think 5 stops. He did a 5-stopper. A fair performance from Ruction, a good recovery drive, and he still gets points despite doing 5 laps. Zombez is coming through the final corner now.
Unfortunate for Zombez, I do feel for him. But points is points.
Yep, 9th place. And Mr. Tado, who kept out, I think, of all the trouble, really, has come through to claim 1 point and equal his best result to get 10th place. It could have been more if more people retired, but he gets 10th place. Now, who are you going to give driver of the day to?
If I'm honest, Alfie.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was leaning. If P-Bence got past Chalupa, I would have probably said P-Bence. I was leaning towards Ruction if he got a few more positions.
Yeah.
Ruction was a good drive as well.
But I think everyone today,
to
apart from Tado and Alfie, got into instance. So just out of pure keeping it clean and just leaving everyone in the distance, I'm going to give it to Alfie.
We got him. Jules, a good contender as well for driver of the day, has to be said.
Yeah,
Loki,
Jules
again, a good recovery drive. I think the second safety car really did benefit Alfie though. He only had 1 person to get past, and that was Green King.
Right.
So he had quite a clear bit of track.
I will let you go through.
There are the results, guys. Alfie wins the race. Quite a comfortable race for him, although he did get lucky. Chalupa gets 2nd place just. He had P-Bence breathing down his neck, who gets his first podium, so congratulations to P-Bence. Loki gets 4th, his best finish since his return to league racing. Legend gets 5th. That position could have been 2nd if he didn't make a mistake. But Jules gets his first finish, I think, and gets 6th place. Miguelino, obviously formerly Fire Splash, gets 7th place. Ruction gets 8th after doing 5 pit stops and somehow recovers to 8th place. Zombez gets 9th after qualifying 5th, very unlucky for him. And Tado gets the final points place in 10th place. Anyway, I think we've got all the drivers.
We have everyone here. Make sure you include your audios, guys. So we can go
just
some
make
interviews.
Sure you include your audio. Interesting race, really. We'll just make sure. Let me know you've all included your audio.
Yep. Yes, sir. Damn, mine the left.
Yep.
Oh, my bad.
Anyway, we're going to start off with P-Bence. Congratulations on your first podium. You've been gradually getting better, and it finally paid off with a podium. Obviously, you were all over Chalupa in that last race, but you just couldn't find a way to get past. How were your feelings after that race?
Yes, well, I'm a bit pissed because I knew I should get P2, but great defense from Chalupa. Congrats to him, and of course to Alfie. What a race that was, Jesus. It was a bit chaotic.
Yeah. Obviously, I think you were one of the few who benefited from the second safety car with going on the mediums, and possibly could have been a better position, but obviously Chalupa defended very well. But well done on your podium place.
Yeah, your first podium as well. How are you feeling going towards... Oh man, I keep forgetting what the next track is. Italy, Monza.
Italy. Well, it's a great track. I mean, obviously there will be a lot of battles, so it sounds great.
Yep, perfect. Anyway, moving on to Chalupa now. Second place, obviously you did pick up wing damage.
Yeah.
During that,
Chaos.
restart of the second safety car, which was obviously caused by an intentional crash, we believe, from Lando. So, basically, obviously, you got that damage, but a great defensive drive against P-Bence. Obviously, it must have been quite tense, but obviously, Alfie closes the championship, but at least it wasn't more points than just 7.
Yeah, I mean, sad, but P2, not bad. I don't think I had the pace to challenge Alfie, and P-Bence put me under a lot of pressure. So GG, nice podium, nice driving.
Well, you nearly got him on the first lap as well, to be fair. Nearly got him on the first lap. And obviously you had Legend there behind you, giving you a lot of pressure as well.
we started making a little bit of contact on the run to Rouge, and I was like, oh, are we gonna crash here? Nervous. And then after the safety car restart, when I hit Loki and picked up wing damage, I mean, I'm gonna lose my podium after the race, I think. So that's gonna make Alfie the championship leader. See what happens.
Possibly, we'll have to see what the stewards say. But anyway, for now you're in P2, so we're going to end that. And then moving on to the race winner getting his 4th race, which is more race wins than anyone else this season. We move on to Alfie, one of the few who did benefit quite a lot from the second safety car. Obviously, leading the race, obviously you had the people who pit on the hards on lap after the first safety car when Teddy crashed out. And then you got quite lucky with it of where you came out, really. So obviously a great drive as well, but do you consider yourself a bit lucky that race that you didn't have any traffic to deal with?
Well, I wouldn't say I didn't have any traffic to deal with, Green King, but
no, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it was lucky in that sense, but I think at the end of the day, if you watch the lap times, although obviously Schleifer was in fighting the entire time, I think I still probably would have had a pace to win, even if I didn't get that luck with the safety car pit stop. But yeah, you are right. It was lucky.
Yeah, it was unfortunate as well. There's a lot of accusations going around that the crash was intentional, which seems to be more believed. But yeah, the second safety car from Lando.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll not go into that anyway.
How are you? I haven't asked Chalupa or Alfie, but how are you guys looking forward to Monza? You happy? You like the track? You bad at the track? Obviously, time penalties are going to be a very big thing at Monza. So,
I'm on the controller, so Ascari is going to be nice.
Good fun, always is. Alfie?
I don't know. It's for me. It's a track that one lap I'll be like world record pace, and the next I'll be not world record, but the next lap I'll be really bad. Like sometimes I just can't control the car.
By 10 seconds.
I'm really inconsistent at it. But
yeah,
we'll see.
Anyway, best of luck for that race. Obviously, we're gonna have to round off the stream now because obviously 5 minutes before D1 starts. So from me and Taz, it is goodbye, and we'll see you at Monza. Obviously, move over to Division 1, which will be hosted by Legend and Loki. So from me and Taz, it is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say bye, Taz.
GG. GG.